Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here, and welcome to another movie review. This is going to be my review of the latest Stephen King adaptation, the sequel to Stanley Kubrick's Shining, Dr. Sleep. If you have not seen Dr. Sleep, this review will contain some spoilers. Alright, I'm still not 100% better. I have the flu currently. Although I think the flu part's mostly gone, it's just a cough now. So, you may hear me cough a few times throughout the video, but I'm trying to hold it back. Alright. This movie is very, very creepy. It very much captures that same feel as the original Shining. It isn't scary, per se. Like, if you're going into this film to be scared, you will be very underwhelmed. It's not very scary. It's a lot of haunting imagery, but I wouldn't say very scary. Nothing really got me. You'll have goosebumps throughout the film, but I didn't really find myself having any moments of scariness, throughout the film. This movie does recreate some of the scenes from the original Shining, and this film adds a lot of depth to the character of Jack Torrance, where, of course, Danny goes to the hotel, and he goes to the bar, and it's Jack serving him drinks. Obviously, it's not Jack Nicholson. They didn't use de-aging or CGI. It's a guy that fairly looks like, Jack from the Stanley Kubrick Shining. They also did the same for young Danny and Shelley Duvall's character, Wendy. And, nobody can really look like Shelley Duvall, let's be honest. But yeah, I felt like they did a good job with that. They weren't trying to make it seem like the exact character, but they did a really good job just, putting their all into that. But yeah, it adds more depth to Jack's character because we see Danny is, really depressed and he's just constantly being chased by these ghosts of the Overlook Hotel. And, we see that he locks up these ghosts in these lock boxes, like the twins, the hotel manager, the bartender, Jack, really everything from there. And by the end he releases it, but in the beginning you see that he is just really down on his luck. He drinks and drinks and drinks, just like Jack. And, they, as I said, Jack is serving him drinks at the bar, and then he starts talking to him about his family. He's like, how his mom died and everything, how she's okay, though, up in heaven. And the guy, at first, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, you have me mistaken for something. And, as it goes along, he's still, saying that I think you have the wrong person. But then you see the bartender takes a drink and, smiles and grins. You're like, that's Jack. So you can tell that's Jack inside of there. So it adds many more layers to the Jack character, which is crazy because he's dead. It's just awesome how they can add depth to a dead character that's been dead for years and years now. Yeah. Now it's time for the bad. This movie goes a bit too far, for me anyway, and honestly made me uncomfortable. I get that Stephen King can go, really far sometimes, but I don't know, man. I found myself, specifically from one scene where Jacob Tremblay, who plays one of the kids from Good Boys, he plays this side character, a baseball boy, and the True Knot, that's led by, of course, Rebecca Ferguson's character, I think is Rebecca Ferguson. I believe I got that right. I don't know. Is Rose the Hat. Rose the Hat leads the True Knot, which feed off the people who shine. And they kill this boy. Like, brutal. They stab him, there's blood, you hear him screaming, begging for his life. And it just made me, it almost made me want to stop watching. Because I didn't know how far they were going to go with it, because they went extremely far with that. But, yeah, I mean, I can kind of forgive it for that, though, because, of course, it is a Stephen King film. You got to expect that. But, I don't know. Whoa. The True Knot kind of felt underused. Like, they're taken out pretty easily through bullets. They shoot bullets because Danny is lured in by Abra, who is the girl, of course, from the trailer, and she shines like no one else at all. Like, she's super strong, like 11 from Stranger Things type power here we're talking. And she takes on the True Knot and, you know, gets Danny to help her, along with Danny's friend Billy, played by Cliff Curtis, who I thought was a really good character. Sadly, he does die, though, because they take out all the True Knot. Like, I felt like they were really just underused. Because they get instantly just taken out with bullets, and then they melt away. It's sort of like fade into dust, almost like Thanos snap level. But yeah, I had to make that reference. Come on. But yeah, but then there's this subplot with a 15-year-old girl where she shines. The way she shines is that she's like, she can tell people, you know, what. She can command people to do her bidding, you know, if they're like real close to her. And Billy, as he shoots her, he walks up, and then Danny's like, Billy, get away from her. And as she's dying, I was so hoping he didn't die. Billy says, Billy walks over, and then as she's dying, she's like, kill yourself. And he lifts the gun up, and Danny's running, and yeah, he pulls the trigger and gets killed, which sucks. Oh my god. But yeah, and the film drags when it's not focused on Danny, even though I did enjoy some of the stuff with the little girl, especially when she slams the file cabinet on Rose the Hat's fingers and stuff. And just the True Knot stuff dragged because I felt like they were underused. Because it wasn't that interesting. I thought they were going to go somewhere with the 15-year-old girl, and there wasn't much, like, payoff for that, really, besides her dying. I thought there was going to be something bigger than that with her character, because, you know, they meet her early on in the film, like, the first, 20 minutes she's in it, so, I don't know, I felt like she would be a bigger part, but she wasn't. But overall, I give this an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. And I will watch it. I'll definitely buy it. This is definitely one I'm going to be buying on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital, so I can watch all the time. And it was worth the hype, honestly. In my opinion, it was worth the hype. I really enjoyed, the callbacks to the original Stanley Kubrick Shining. There were some call-outs to the book, and then also the TV miniseries that King did. I love, just little details like Danny turning into Jack, Danny unleashing the spirits onto Rose the Hat, killing her. But yeah, really overall great cast and just a solid, enjoyable movie. So, let me know what your guys' thoughts were on Dr. Sleep. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to watch it when it comes out on home release. So, that was my review for Dr. Sleep. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.